Enough to stop me smoking, and it did. Hello everyone. Right, so I'm just doing a quick update video. I've been asked for some tips regards vaping. One of the guys that has watched some of the vaping videos has just asked for some pointers. So he's got concerns regarding vaping because of all the bad press, and obviously people have died linked to vaping or because of vaping. For me, I mean, I've vaped for just over a year now, and for me, I started vaping to quit smoking. I couldn't do it just cold turkey. I needed help for it. So I completely quit smoking, snapped up my last cigarette. You can see those videos on the channel from a year or so ago. Snapped up my last cigarette and went straight onto the vape, which was really hard, but it was better than just cold turkey as such. To me, vaping was better than smoking, safer. And when I heard about the deaths and things later on, I'd already started vaping. To me, I thought, well, if I stop vaping now, I'm likely to start smoking again. To me, I'd rather, this is no disrespect to anyone, absolutely no disrespect, nothing I say I mean disrespect with, it's just my opinion and such. I'd rather die the vaping death than die some of the smoking deaths, if that makes sense. So like the common ones like cancer, heart disease, lung issues, ended up with COPD, the skin aging and things like that, not being able to get erect, kind of thing. That sort of thing would scare the hell out of me. Enough to stop me smoking, and it did, because I ain't having that. Damn. So I went on a smock, and I've stayed on the smock prints because it was actually my brother that had recommended it. So the stick, Schmock Prince stick. Not getting paid for it, by the way, no promotions and stuff. Damn it. It's just one that my brother had recommended, and I found is fine. It cost, I think it was £48-ish when I first bought it just over a year ago. And I've just bought my third one because, to be honest, the batteries don't last long at all. And the button on them goes, just being honest. Having used, the same one for over a year, may as well give you the feedback. It's what you're after. So I've just bought my third one from Amazon. It's a cheap thing and it works, it does the job. But what I would recommend is on the vape itself, try one of these because they're cheap now, 25 quid or 28 quid, 28 I'm going to say, just to play safe. And then purchase yourself a bigger tank. You get a 2mm tank on it, which is a straight looking one. And by the time you've had a couple of puffs or drags or draws, whatever you want to call it, on that, you've basically run out of juice. So you have to keep topping it up. No good whilst driving and such when you run out. So yeah, that's an 8mm tank. I do have a 10mm, but it just spins. It doesn't fit properly, doesn't fit tight enough, and it looks like a big UFO. In fact, the guy who sold it me called it a UFO. So the 8mm is quite discreet, really. It's not too bad. It's not huge. So yeah, and coils wise, you get M4s in there when you start, and I changed to mesh because I preferred them. They lasted longer. When they start to go, you get a slight taste of burning, but you can put more juice in and get rid of the taste, till you get home, or till you can go and buy some more if you've run out, and then change the coil. Whereas these M4s, when they start to burn, that's it. So, and the two that came with the pack this time, with the stick this time, actually, both of them lasted just over a day each. So that's ridiculous, considering they're about £7 or so on Amazon, or tenner from your local shop for 3. That's pretty bad, but still not a scratch on what smoking costs are. So I went back to the M4s, reason being they used less battery juice, and I felt like I was getting more of a draw, a pull of smoke on there, which I needed, still need, unfortunately. Nicotine level, so I started at, I think it was at 18, it was a killer, but I was smoking about 40 cigarettes a day, if I remember. Thereabouts, 20 to, probably 20 to 40, 30, whatever, a lot of cash. And 20 cigarettes these days are just over a tenner from what I've seen. So I started in 18, now on, and have been on for about 6 months, a 3 ml nicotine, which is the lowest you can get. But when you buy the juice, if you buy these shots separately, you can actually put lower, less than that in. So, for instance, on a 100 ml bottle, if you put 1 shot of nicotine in there, it equates to a 3 mg worth of nicotine. So what you could do is put half in there, and that would be a 1.5, and then you could quarter it again to make 0.75 of nicotine. So you can drop yourself off that way. You don't just have to go from the 3 mg to 0, or quit kind of thing if you're not ready. So that's a tip that way. Also, buy decent juice. I like Dr. Dripper juice, and I also like Toxic juice. I've got one of the Toxics here because I've been on Toxic for a good while now. So that's sort of these guys, Toxic. They come in 100 ml from where I get them, from the store in town. Personally, I like blackcurrant ice, blackcurrant menthol type idea. So yeah, what else? Yeah, reason for the more expensive, buy a good brand of juice, and it's all down to what you fancy, what you like. I've had the cheaper ones that you can get from stores, and I've had to do it when I've been out and I've run out. So like, Poundland, B&M, Home Bargain, corner shops, things like that. I've had to buy the cheaper ones. I mean, some of them aren't cheap, but you can tell they're not very well made. And some of these have given me headaches, they've given me eye aches, they've given me throat pain, throat aches. They've not been nice at all. Some of them give me stomach aches. So I'd say stick to a good juice. I pay £12 for one of those 100 ml bottles, which is a lot. You can get them much cheaper. I've just tried some Naked Monkey, wasn't keen on it, and that sounds terrible, but they're a tenner for 100 ml. The Dr. Dripper, I forgot how much 100 ml is, but I think they're £12 or £15 for 100 ml of that. But you can go to these cheap places and get a 50 ml for sort of £3 and stuff. So you're looking at £6 for 100 ml. I wouldn't recommend them. If you have to, you have to. And maybe you'll be alright on them, but I just don't recommend them. Edge and Vape 88, etc. Not nice, not good. Didn't agree with me. So hopefully this has helped anyway, to give you an idea, a bit of an updating idea. Sorry about the camera angle, and it coming in and out and all over the place. It was just a quick video before I headed out. I could have done this on a drive, but just wanted to do this so I could show you the vape properly and things like that. So yeah, hopefully this has helped. And yeah.